Yeah.
I think we're pretty settled on where everybody is before
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
move to item 6B.
Yeah.
Okay.
I move that we
Consider and vote on a proposed tax rate for 2020.
I move on option A, which would be option A, which is
I second.
4319.
used to be effective tax rate now.
No new revenue.
No new revenue rate, 4319.
All right. Do we have any discussion? No discussion? All in favor of option A? Aye. All opposed?
Aye.
The opposition has it. We're not going to have that effective tax rate.
I move we accept or approve today option D,
I second.
which is 4.4412
Discussion?
tax rate.
Is there any discussion? We've had plenty of discussion already. Robust discussion. All right. If there,
And that motion was for,
option D.
D.
D is in dog.
okay, so
We didn't move.
4412.
Yes.
We have
We're in discussion
Okay.
right now, Commissioner. We have a first and a second. Is there any more discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Aye. So we have 3 for, 2 against. All right.
Okay.
What else? You have one more
Item
thing?
6C, if the tax rate needed to fund the budget exceeds the lower of the 2020 no new revenue or voter approval rate presented, consider and approve the public hearing date as listed on the 2020 planning calendar and set time for hearing. And we currently have that for August 21st at 9:30 a.m. It'll be here.
I would like for the county attorney's office for BD to explain to us kind of that process. And again, BD, what happens if there's not a quorum, and how do you,
So
what are your thoughts on
Yeah.
how this is progressing, just because?
the quorum is to adopt the tax rate. The quorum needed for that meeting, that's a regular meeting, is only 3.
For the
Say that
public
again.
hearing.
I can't understand what you're saying to me.
For the hearing, to adopt the tax rate, we need 4 in attendance.
Right, okay.
For the regular meeting, which is set on the 21st, the quorum requirement would be 3 to take care of the other business on that calendar meeting.
60% is required.
When is
to set the tax rate.
What was the first date you mentioned? Say that one more time. I apologize.
This August 21st, there is a regular meeting of the court scheduled.
Right.
Other business, other than setting the tax rate, can be conducted with 3 members present.
When do we adopt?
Regular meeting can't, but in adopting the tax rate
But in adopting the tax rate, you need 4 people.
in that same meeting, correct?
What date is that?
Everybody is
August
thoroughly
21st.
confused right now.
What date do
We're
we
having
adopt?
a public hearing on the 21st, right?
Yes.
Correct.
And 3 of us have to be here for that.
To discuss other
Right.
objects than the tax rate. But in that same meeting, we're discussing the tax rate, and you got to have 4 people here.
No?
Right.
Is that correct?
No.
Okay. PD?
Yeah, I'm a little unclear on the date that we're planning on setting the tax rate. The 11th is a Tuesday, so that would make the 25th a Tuesday. So the 21st would be a different.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday. So is it a
Friday
special session on
It
a
is a
Friday?
special
Okay.
session, yes.
Okay. So at the time that the vote is taken to establish the tax rate for the coming year, the statute requires 60% of the governing body. The statute applies not only to Commissioners Court, but to any taxing authority, such as school districts.
Right.
So that would mean that to have a quorum in order to set a tax rate for the year, it would require 4 out of 5 commissioners to be present. In looking at, that's the black letter, what we call the black letter of the statute of law, and looking at the spirit of the law, the idea behind the law is that if you had less than that 60%, let's just take the Commissioners Court as an example, and you only required a quorum, a regular quorum, 3 of 5, then a minority of the court could set a tax rate. 2 out of 3 could then set the tax rate. So by requiring 60%, it means that a majority of the governing body would be passing the tax rate. So that's both the black letter of the law and the spirit of the law.
And what's that drop dead date?
For the passing of the tax rate, I want
August 21st.
21st?
I think it's August 21st is the day we set the
If you're
tax
going to
rate.
have a hearing.
August 21st?
Yeah, on the tax rate.
We
Have to
formally adopt
We
the
have to
tax
have
rate on August 21st.
21st.
first.
Friday,
We
August
have to have
21st.
that
So
hearing.
August 21st, you're going to have your budget hearing, you're going to have your tax hearing, and then you're going to have the adopting your budget, and you're going to adopt the tax rate. So there's actually at least a minimum of 4 items on that special session
And that's
agenda.
August 21st.
August
Yes.
21st.
Okay,
So
well,
we're clear.
we've heard a lot of chatter up here today about how many it takes.
We're still not
If we
clear.
don't have
I'm not.
enough, does it revert back? I hope and pray that nobody on this court is considering doing that. It would be, to me, it'd be an embarrassment to county government. And I know it's been done, Tarrant County?
Harris County did last
But
year.
I think there was a real reason for it. I mean,
Yeah, they couldn't get their effective, they couldn't get where they wanted to be, so they didn't show. Same as
we're
here.
within a cup of coffee of
But
each
even
other.
so, there's nobody said they're not going to show. I'm finding out what our options are here.
It's sad that we're even talking about that right
But
now.
it still needs to be talked about. It's sad that
Does
we've
not
got.
need to be talked about here. No,
Commissioner
sir,
Riley,
does not.
if I may, please, with all due respect, we have everything we need to give everybody what they want, cars, everything, and we're refusing to do it. We can do this. We can meet
We're
the needs of the
refusing to do it.
people.
We're refusing
we
to do
can't,
what?
Look, may I finish?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. We're refusing to do anything.
At the effective tax rate, Commissioner, with that $4 million we have sitting there, we can do what we need to do. We know this.
Hey, we
to
had-
get to the effective tax rate,
We
that's
had a
all.
discussion a while ago. We need to move on.
Okay,
the
so my
court
question
decided.
to you is, on that day, you've got 4 items. One of those items is to vote on the rate. You have to have a supermajority on that one item, because on the other 3, you don't.
I believe that's correct, yes.
Okay, but on the one, you for sure do have to have a supermajority. That's all I'm clarifying.
To set the tax rate for the coming tax year, you have to have 4 out of 5 commissioners present to vote on that tax rate.
Right. That's what we need to know.
And what
4 out of 5 commissioners, court members, I should say.
Yeah, I got you.
the provision there, I mean, part of being a commissioner or on this court is having to make uncomfortable decisions and having to decide, who's going to get what and when and what the tax rate's going to be. And and we by law have to do certain things. And one of those things that the court must do is adopt a tax rate. If members are not here at that time, are they abdicating their responsibility as an elected official to be here?
Certainly.
Well, when you say abdicating their responsibility, it is one of the duties of a member of Commissioners Court to attend Commissioners Court hearings and to vote on matters that come before it.
Neglecting would be a better word.
So,
We could call it neglecting, and we can call it abdicating authority. We can also call it advocating for the people so that there is no new address of monies that they have to write. I don't care how small it is. And in this time, we got 11, 12% unemployment. You've got breweries that are out of business. You drive down the street, you see store after store closing. And then we're going to sit here, we're talking about $4 million that we have backed by another $45 million and another $80 million if we chose to declassify some money. Everything we need to do this to show the people we're on their team is right here, right now. And everybody gets what they want. That's what I don't understand.
We are showing people that they need. We know what we need to do. We're doing it.
We've already done
We're
that.
taking care of our bond rating. We're taking care of everything we need.
It doesn't affect our bond rating.
Yes, it does.
No, it
You know
doesn't.
that affects the tax rate? It does.
Commissioner, it doesn't.
It will.
You have to have 15% in your balance. This leaves us at $45 million in our balance. We reclassify funds. That money is there. It's there to use reclassified.
We count on money that you say is there, that we don't know if it's going to stay there. We don't know that.
This is last year. We carried over in our budget last year in fund balance $5.1 million.
Okay.
It's there.
We've already done discussion, right?
Well, I'm just suggesting what you're saying. And again, it's a difference of opinion. We'll continue to work together. We'll get beyond this next case.
Right. We need to set a time for the date of the
Taken all
hearing.
year, and I applaud the robust effort. I love you guys. I know you're mad at me right now. I'm probably a commissioner as well, but that's okay.
Not mad at you, but
I'm gonna be mad at it.
First of all, I didn't say that I wasn't going to show up, but I want to know what the options are given the situation.
Last question, let's say, let's play it out. Let's say Commissioner Riley and Matter don't show up.
Oh, no, let's not play that out. We know what is his point. It ain't.
If people don't show up, what stops the other court members from deciding to play with their budget? Let's just say Commissioner A, B, and C show up, Commissioner D doesn't, and A, B, and C decide, well, we're going to take 9.3 million and make it 5 million.
There's a
Because I want more million.
quorum present to vote on the budget.
Say that again.
There would be a quorum present if two members of the court were to take action on the budget, and they can become on the budget, provided that it was properly noticed at that time.
Yes. And, there are some restrictions on the amendment to the budget, such as that, in that instance, but it can be a substantial effect on the budget, yes. And the clerk department budget.
I believe this discussion for all parties involved demonstrate care about people, all of us, every one of us care about the people. We're all trying to get to what's needed for them. I applaud everybody for doing it. Thank you all for doing this. I mean sincerely. So from that perspective, can't we have anything else?
Hold on a minute. I'm saying that everybody, people, we don't.
I did say that earlier. Well, let me rephrase that. I say, Commissioner, with all due respect, I love you, man. I do. And I love working with you. You're balanced. Listen, let me finish. You're balanced. You're measured. You bring the spirit of calm. I'm working with you before. I'm working with you now. But that doesn't mean you can't disagree. And everybody knows that you and Commissioner Riley, Commissioner Waywick, Commissioner Metz, all in favor of the people. At the end of the day, I understand that. I'm just giving you my reasons. Okay. And I really wasn't doing it. I wasn't sitting there and saying, I'm working on it. I'm thinking you're not. If I can get that, I sincerely apologize because I don't believe that.
Thank you.
Okay. We can't disagree.
Oh, I know.
And we're going to be together.
And you and
for
I
the rest
do
of this
quite a
year.
bit.
We're going to keep on going forward. All right?
But it's always robust.
It is robust. Thank you.
But we still need a motion on the August 21st date at 9:30 for the hearing.
We have a motion to meet on the 21st, 9th. Is there a second?
Adjourn.
Thank you, Amy, for bringing clarity. Any more discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
I'd like to say thank everybody, department head,
Motion
elected
carries.
officials. My gosh, it's been an honor and a privilege
Oh, that's awesome, Mike.
for me.
It's your last budget, isn't it? How about a round of applause for the commissioner?
Love y'all.
All right, is that everything?
I would say something right now, but I can't.
Do we have a motion at this point, we have a motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you all very much.
Big thank you to Amanda Carter. Thank you so much for your hard work.